Everyone has a harmless default line, "I'll do it later." We say it about a project, an important conversation, our health, visiting someone, or starting the thing we keep calling a dream. But here's the scary and freeing truth. We live like tomorrow is guaranteed, when it's only a possibility. Your mind is clever. It doesn't postpone with a tragic tone. It postpones with a productivity mask. But life doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It happens inside the mess, and every later becomes a quiet bill you pay down the road. In plain terms, Memento Mori means remembering life is finite, so you should live it now. Not obsessing over death, not living in fear. It sounds heavy, but in practice it does the opposite. It brings your love for life back because you stop treating today like a rough draft. Today you'll learn 3 simple things. How to get clear on what matters, how to be truly present with what's in front of you, and how to take one small action today that breaks the later loop. When that clicks, procrastination loses its grip, like someone turned the noise off. Procrastination is rarely pure laziness. Most of the time it's a quiet negotiation with time. You delay what matters because deep down it feels like there's an endless supply of tomorrows. So the brain pulls its favorite trick. It turns urgency into, "I'll deal with it later," and turns today into a practice run. But time isn't a drawer you can fill. It's sand slipping through your fingers whether you watch it or not. That's why Memento Mori isn't a dark cloud. It's focus. Not to scare you, but to remind you that later charges interest. The issue usually isn't ability. It's intention placed in the wrong place at the wrong time. Think of an unlimited data plan. It feels endless until the signal drops right when you need it. Time feels similar until it fails at the decisive moment. Modern life feeds the later habit non-stop. Watch later lists, endless tabs, saved posts, unanswered messages. Quiet shelves of unfinished business that weigh on you without making a sound. So here's the question. What do you keep pushing back? And then feel that silent weight afterward. Name it, and you've already started separating what matters from the noise. Memento Mori isn't about staring at the end like life is a dark hallway. It's noticing the obvious thing people avoid. The clock is moving right now, even when it feels like nothing is happening. You can wait for the season to pass, for your head to clear, for life to calm down. But time never hits pause. The shift is this. Life doesn't start when everything is organized. It's happening inside the chaos, inside the fear. Today isn't a warm-up. It's part of the game. And once you see that, procrastination gets harder to justify with elegant excuses. Imagine an emotional taximeter. Even stuck in traffic, it keeps running. Some phases feel like waiting, but they still cost you energy, presence, and choices. Try this 10-second reset. Whisper, "I'm postponing X because of Y." That single sentence exposes the real reason. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough, or even fear of success changing your routine. Then ask the sharper question. If I had half the time I assume I have, would I still choose this? We budget money carefully, yet we spend time like it's unlimited. That contrast doesn't have to create guilt. It can become a compass. Used the right way, Memento Mori turns mortality into a decision filter. It's like a lens that cuts the excess and leaves what's valuable. Suddenly, certain things lose importance without a fight. Not because you become cold, because you become clear. And clarity is almost a superpower in a world where everything tries to feel equally important. The goal isn't fear. It's intention. Choosing where your time, energy, and attention go, because those don't come back. A practical tool is the essential test. Ask, if this were my last month, would I fight for this? Or would I spend 2 hours on this? Or would I be proud I invested my day here? That's when the common leaks show up. Tiny arguments that turn into episodes, comparison that turns into anxiety, content overload that turns into confusion, but choosing better doesn't help if you keep living on autopilot. So the next step is presence. The most powerful use of Memento Mori doesn't make you rush. It brings you back. Back to your body, back to your surroundings. A lot of people live, but mentally they're somewhere else. Talking while planning the reply, working while chasing the end of the day, resting while feeling guilty, eating while scrolling. It's like watching your life through a window instead of stepping into the room. Finiteness turns into tenderness when you remember the moment doesn't repeat. That's not paranoia, it's presence. It's not living like it's your last day, but stop living like today is a draft. Think living mode versus draft mode. Some people live as if they're rehearsing, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect version of themselves, and miss the stage that's already set. Here's a 30-second practice, the arrival ritual. Before speaking to someone who matters, take one slow breath, look at them, and ask something real like, "How are you really?" Or "What felt heavy today?" Simple works because it breaks autopilot. Philosophy isn't meant to make you distant. It's meant to make you responsible for your attention, your choices, and your time. And once you're truly here, you can't ignore where action is missing. Memento Mori doesn't tell you to live at full throttle like every minute must be heroic. It simply cuts the comfortable lie that you can delay what matters without paying for it. And the smartest way to stop delaying isn't more pressure, it's less resistance. Procrastination often comes from the imagined size of the task. The mind turns one simple action into an emotional mountain. You think, "I have to change everything. I have to fix it all now. I have to become a different person." And your body pulls back. The antidote is humble and effective. Progress, not perfection. Picture a stuck door. Forcing it just wrecks your shoulder. The solution is the right kind of pressure, small adjustments repeated until it opens. That's why the ridiculously small first step works. If it's a project, open the file and write 3 lines. If it's a hard conversation, send a short message to schedule it instead of trying to solve it over text. Small enough not to scare you, strong enough to break the later cycle. And once you act today, even a little, your mind starts to believe change is real. In the end, Memento Mori isn't a sad reminder. It's an honest one. You don't need to turn life into a performance or live in a hurry. You just need to stop treating what matters like it can wait forever. When time becomes precious, "I'll do it later" starts to sound like what it is. Delay wearing a nice outfit. So here's the simple prompt. What are you postponing that you already know is weighing on you? And if life is made of days, how many of yours are you handing to noise? Pick one ridiculously small first step and do it today. Write 3 lines. Walk 10 minutes. Send the message to schedule the talk. Then notice what changes in your body and mind when there's action. And here's the question that flips the switch. If you kept living the same way for the next 6 months, would you feel proud of what you're building? Or would you just have well-worded excuses? Comment what you've decided to stop postponing and what your first step is today. If this gave you clarity, subscribe and turn on notifications. You don't need someday. You need today.